welcome to the Black and White Sessions. Hi.
Hi.
We're so excited today to have the incredibly talented Encinas.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here.
Yeah, welcome to the Black and White Sessions studio.
We've seen it all over YouTube, so I'm stoked to be here.
Well, I'm telling you, it's been a fun day. We've had a great time today. So you will have already seen Aaron's video by the time this airs, but What an incredible performance.
Thank you.
And it's just a joy to know you.
You too.
And that we've had the chance to get to work together and, do some fun things along the way, huh?
Right.
Tell me a little bit about how did it get started for you with the whole YouTube thing? Because a lot of people say, oh, if I find my way to YouTube and get followers and da-da-da-da-da, like...
Right.
How did that come to be and why?
Well, I was posting YouTube videos like when I was like 18, so that's like seems like a century ago, but it's like 8 years ago. And I was just like me and my guitar in front of my camera, and I started getting a little bit of followers. But once I got to college, there was someone who wanted to be a manager at my school. He was like, senior, I was a freshman. He was like, let's just make it a thing. Like, let's actually plan out 2 YouTube videos a month. Really well produced, and I started putting those up, and they started going like pretty viral for like a 17-year-old kid at college. And that's actually how I started going into sessions too, because my videos actually got sent to contractors as well. And it was just more of it's a really hard thing to do because you have to consistently be covering other people's songs and kind of keeping up with the trends. So like if I think a song's gonna be hot, if it's on like number 20 now, but I think it's going to be number 1 in a couple weeks, I try to jump on that song and make a cool rendition of it, because I don't like doing everything just to like instrumental tracks.
Yeah.
And then putting it up, and then normally it gets a good amount of views and some traction.
Well, and that's good too, especially for like kids coming up now,
right?
Because this is kind of a vehicle to getting yourself known for your own like solo artistry thing, or like in our case, like working behind the scenes, and for people to be able to see you.
Well, it's funny because I think there's kind of not a gap, but between where some session singers that are a little older than me don't understand, but they like that's the YouTube video is kind of how I got into contractors. Where I think back in the day it was more like emailing, like here's my reel, here's my stuff. Whereas nowadays I normally can just send a couple of YouTube links. Or the YouTube link has gotten circulated on people's Facebook pages, so then they're reaching out to me, which is kind of, it's like an interesting shift, I guess, in the session world. And anyways,
well, everything has shifted in many ways, really. But we'll talk about a little bit. I'd love to just hear you, like, I know you've worked behind the scenes on The Voice, and kind of what that's like in group vocals. I mean, not as a contestant, but as like the weekly shows start airing. What's that like, and kind of what does that look like a little bit?
I'm obsessed with working on The Voice. It's like the most fun job you could literally ever have, and I'm so grateful that they have me on. But it's normally pretty hectic. Like, we get the song, I'll get a text like Wednesday or Thursday that says, are you available Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, or, availability. Normally I say yes. I try to book out my time for them. And I'll get either between like 1 and 4 songs that night. And it's not ever like the completed song. It's like first I get some background tracks, then maybe a chart. Then if I get there, then I get there on Friday or Saturday morning, we'll pre-record the songs. Then hop on stage for as much as like 4 to 8 hours of just staging rehearsal. The next day we do like a wardrobe situation, then we go live, and then we're done. It happens the next week. It's so much fun, and the team there is so incredible. Super friendly, really encouraging, and it's like everyone is really excellent there, so it's almost hard to not expect that everywhere else as well.
Yeah. And it's inspiring to be around
incredible.
And
the house singers, Stevie, Keri, and Denise, are the most incredible singers, and I've learned so much just from being around them and watching them operate, because beyond when they bring us in, they have like 20 to 30 songs a week to learn. I've subbed a couple times for Stevie, and just like being in that rehearsal with like 18 songs on an iPad and making notes, and then they normally have to go home that night and track them all. So it's wild. I mean, the show's wild too, though, so it makes sense that everything behind the scenes would be just as wild.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, it's so interesting, and I'm sure a lot of people will be interested in just kind of hearing a little bit of what the craziness looks like behind all of it to make it do what it's supposed to do, And lastly, let's just talk a little bit about, like, you know, I mean, you're young, and what are your goals? What do you,
Oh, man.
you know, as a vocalist, and kind of where you are at this stage in your career,
Right.
and what do you want? What are you dreaming about?
I literally just put it in my calendar to make a goals chart, so this can be like a lead on to it.
Goals chart via Black and White Sessions interview.
Right, inspiring. I actually have been writing my own music, and I have like almost a full album of my own that I've never released because I'm a perfectionist. So my goal for this year is to at least get a single out by the summer and maybe an EP out by December.
Great.
That's my biggest goal this year. On top of that, it would be, I love working in, I guess work with more people, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Be, not on everyone's radar, but like I love, you know, you on social media you see all your other friends working on all these things, and it's like, those are so cool. I would love to just work as much as possible and learn as much as possible from other contractors and singers.
Yeah.
I'm not doing as much background singing locally, so I actually have cut that off a bit because I don't want to be seen as solely a background singer. And so, but session stuff, and if I get a giant tour with someone, obviously, I'll take it.
We'll say bye.
Yeah, I'll take it, because that'll
We'll see
fund
you
my
later.
album.
Well, we're going to be hoping by the time this interview airs that we will be in talks of being able to say his EP's coming.
Right,
That's
hope.
That's going to be the hope.
Fingers crossed.
That's what we'll be saying. Well, thank you so much for coming and being a part of what we're doing here, and we just wish you all the best.
Thank you.
All right, see ya.
We'll see ya.